Is there anything more stressful than the sound of your dog barking non-stop? Picture this. You have finally sat down after a long day of work. You turn on the TV, and suddenly, a squirrel runs past the window. Your peaceful evening instantly explodes into a chaotic noise fest. Or maybe you are that neighbor, the one everyone glares at because your dog barks at every falling leaf, every delivery truck, and every gust of wind. If you feel like you are held hostage by your dog's vocal cords, you are not alone. Excessive barking is one of the top reasons people seek professional training. But here's the good news. You don't need a shock collar and you don't need to yell. In fact, yelling only makes it worse. In this video, we are going to break down exactly why your dog is barking and give you simple, home-based techniques to bring peace and quiet back to your house. First, we need to change our mindset. We have to understand that barking is a dog's natural way of communicating. Expecting a dog never to bark is like expecting a human never to speak. The goal isn't silence. The goal is control. We want to stop the nuisance barking, that endless, repetitive noise that drives you crazy. Most dogs bark for one of three reasons. They are bored, they are demanding something, or they are alerting you to a threat like the mail carrier. If we don't address the root cause, no amount of training will stick. So let's tackle the easiest fix first. Environmental management. If your dog spends all day staring out the front window barking at people passing by, they are self-reinforcing that behavior. Every time they bark at a person and the person keeps walking, your dog thinks, "I did it. I scared them away." You need to break this loop. The simplest solution is often the most overlooked. Close the blinds or apply an opaque window film to the bottom half of your windows. If they can't see the trigger, they won't react to it. It sounds too simple to be true, but removing the visual stimulus is half the battle. If sound is the trigger like car doors slamming, try keeping a white noise machine or a fan running near their favorite sleeping spot to mask those outside noises. Now, let's talk about the quiet command. This is the heavy hitter for training. The mistake most people make is yelling "quiet" while the dog is barking. To the dog, you are just barking along with them. Instead, we are going to use a method called capture and reward. When your dog starts barking at the doorbell or a noise, wait. Do not say a word. Eventually, they will have to stop to take a breath. The split second they stop and there is silence, say yes. Or click your clicker and immediately give them a high-value treat. You are marking the silence, not the noise. Repeat this. Barking gets them nothing. Silence gets them chicken. Once they understand that stopping the noise produces a treat, you can start adding the word quiet right as they stop, followed by the reward. Next, we have to address demand barking. This is when your dog sits in front of you and barks because they want their dinner, a walk, or your attention. This is a learned behavior. Somewhere along the line, they barked, and you looked at them or gave them what they wanted. To fix this, you have to do something very difficult. You have to ignore them completely. I mean, turn your back, cross your arms, and look at the ceiling. Do not say no. Do not push them away. Do not make eye contact. Any reaction is a reward. Be warned. The barking will get worse before it gets better. This is called an extinction burst. They will try harder because it used to work. But if you hold strong and wait for silence, they will eventually give up. The moment they are quiet, turn around and give them calm attention. We also cannot ignore the energy factor. A tired dog is a quiet dog. Many dogs bark simply because they are bored out of their minds. If your dog has been sitting inside for 8 hours, they have a lot of pent-up energy that needs to come out vocally. A 20-minute sniff walk or a rigorous game of fetch in the backyard can drastically reduce barking levels. Mental stimulation works even better. Instead of feeding them out of a bowl, use a puzzle toy or a snuffle mat. Working for their food burns mental energy, which lowers their arousal levels and makes them less likely to react to every little sound. Finally, let's talk about the doorbell dilemma. This is a classic trigger. You need to desensitize your dog to the sound. Record the sound of your doorbell on your phone. Play it at a very low volume while your dog is relaxing and toss them a treat. If they don't bark, great. Gradually increase the volume over several days. You are changing their emotional response from intruder alert to dinner bell. If they do bark, lower the volume until they can stay calm. This takes patience, but it works. Bringing peace back to your home doesn't happen overnight. It requires consistency from everyone in the household. If you ignore the barking but your spouse yells at the dog will just be confused. Stick to the plan. Manage the environment, reward the silence, ignore the demands, and ensure they are getting enough exercise. If you commit to these simple changes, you will find that your dog becomes a much calmer, quieter roommate. Thanks for watching. If this video helped save your ears, please hit that like button and subscribe for more practical dog training tips. Let us know in the comments. What is your dog's biggest barking trigger? We'll see you in the next video.